Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the concept of don't stay stuck in your head. What does that mean? Don't stay stuck in your head. Now, when we go through a problem or a situation, say I have an argument with my friend, right? I've had a disturbing argument. What I might end up doing is thinking about it later on, thinking, oh, why did my friend say like that? Why did she behave like that? Why did I behave like that? Why did I say those things? And why did it happen like this? And all of those questions, I'm thinking again and again. I'm reliving that incident again and again in my head, and in the process, I am thinking and spending a lot of time in my head. I am actually, that experience is getting stuck in my head, and it might happen for a couple of days. It might happen for a couple of hours or a couple of days, or it might even continue for a couple of months or even longer, right? And when we keep thinking and thinking and thinking and rethinking that situation, the problem or that experience or that situation increases in size, it increases in intensity. I'm going to repeat that again. It increases in size and it increases in intensity. So, uh, can you think of, or if some of you were in the time of having that tape recorder or even that gramophone, player, we're getting stuck in a place, and again the same song is playing again and again and again. It's so jarring to the ears, isn't it? And that's exactly what happens when we get stuck in our head with a particular experience, repeating the conversations again and again, asking ourselves the same kind of questions again and again, we get into a repetitive thinking mode, and that resulting stress is sometimes even much, much bigger than the stress of that particular incident. That person would have said something for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but their words are going on in my head so many times, and so the intensity of that experience, the stress, is far, far, far bigger. And this happens with all of us. This happens with all of us in different situations at different times. So today I'm going to share and talk to you about the importance of not staying stuck in your head. Because this overthinking can make us stay stuck in our head and forget our reality of the life, reality of situations. Forget that today is a different day. Forget that we have children. Forget that we have things to do. Forget that we have work to do. And we forget that we have a body that needs to be taken care of. So we ignore all other aspects and get so stuck up in our head that really causes and brings down our physical health as well as mental and emotional health. And more importantly, it can impact our relationships, it can impact our self-esteem, and it can impact about how we look at the world, our idea of the world. So again, going back to my friend's example, I have had an argument with my friend, and I keep thinking, why did she behave like that, and why did I have to say that? And I trusted her, and she still reacted in that particular way. And then I might have a perception saying that this particular friend cannot be trusted, or this particular friend has a very sharp tongue and she hurts me with her words, and that can be a perception. And I can have conclusions based on those perceptions. I can have developed negative beliefs based on those perceptions. And that could be something like maybe that this friend, no, generally friends cannot be trusted. I cannot trust friends, or I cannot trust people, or I get hurt very easily, or I am so easily hurtable. I don't have emotional regulation. So all those are those are negative beliefs that I can conclude and I form based on that reaction. So you see how just our patterns of thinking can take one experience and generate a whole lot of perceptions and conclusions about it. So we have to be very vigilant and watchful, and the first thing we need to do is to not stay stuck in our head. That's the first step of taking out and start resolving that problem. And what do you do? How do you stop being stuck in your head? That's a question you might have, Lata. How do we do it? Very simple. Share it, release it. So you, from your head, at least bring it to your mouth and share it and talk about it. Talk about it to people you trust. Talk about it to maybe your parents or your family members or your siblings or your friends or your partner or your children, whom you can confide. At least children, don't confide problems in very young children. They cannot handle it. But in older children, sharing about your problems or what you're going through is very helpful, because you have to articulate it, and when you articulate it, you are able to say just the main essentials of the problem. And then you stick to the facts. Stick to the facts of the case. Don't add your own dramas of what happened. Try to stick to the facts. And if you would like an advice from your family member or your friend to whom you're sharing, ask them, what do you think about this? And they might give you a perspective. And just take that into account. But the act of sharing and speaking your problem takes it out from your head. But one thing to watch out is, if you share, again, don't keep sharing to A and B and C and D and from A to Z to everybody in the world. When you keep sharing again and again, that is very similar to repeating that gramophone record in your brain, and you're reliving that particular experience. So just share to one or two people, take it off from your head, offload it and say, okay, I'm not going to think about it again, because I've already shared it. I've shared it with someone who understands. So that is the first thing, sharing verbally with someone. The second way of not getting stuck in your head, some people can't share, they say, no, I can't tell anybody, or I don't have anybody to share, or I don't trust anybody, then what should I do? Then write about it. Again, that is a way of taking it out from your head and bringing it into your hands. So write about it. So have a dedicated journal. Maybe if you can't keep a journal, or you think somebody might see it, open a file in your computer, put a password lock, and write about it. Write about the experience, write about the perception that you have developed, and write about the conclusion that you have developed. That is, what is the belief. And if your belief is negative, if you are having a negative belief saying, I cannot trust anyone in the world, or I am a negative person, or I don't have any friends, then you have to work with those beliefs and convert those beliefs into positive beliefs at a later point of time. But for now, I just want to share that just journaling and writing down your problem is a way of taking out your problem from your head and putting it out. And that expression of your problem, expression of your perception, expression of your thought processes gives you clarity, and it also reduces the intensity and the size of the problem. And once you have done that, tell yourself, that's it. I have talked to my friend, or I've written about it. Now I'm not going to go back there. I'm going to do something else. So the next step is do something else. Clean your dishes, do your laundry, talk to a friend, go hiking, eat your meals, watch some TV. Do something. Don't stay with that. So this was a simple formula for helping you not stay stuck in your head. And let me know how, drop in a comment and let me know how you are understanding this concept, if you have any questions about it, and also let me know how you're applying it and whether you're seeing results. I would love to hear back from you. So remember, don't stay stuck in your head. Release it, take it out, share it with people, journal it, and then do something else. Bye.